What is going on, guys? It is Monday lunchtime, and if you're a Ranger owner, you're obviously been on the forums, and there's been a lot of talk on the Ranger Tremor that was recently announced by Ford. I just kind of want to give my thoughts on it. If you're really if you don't have a Ranger and you're really considering getting the Tremor package, because I believe the XLT Tremor, which I would think would be the option if you're looking for a good value, would be the way to go. The options that really make it appealing as a new Ranger buyer is that if you are looking for a TRD Pro-esque truck in the Ranger, the Tremor is going to be the way to go. And I say that for a few reasons. The FX4 package on F-150s, on Rangers, aren't really great performers, right? The shocks aren't the greatest. They don't run like Bill Stein's. They don't run, what I would say, like an actual off-road performing shock. They aren't really that great. And the FX4 shocks tend to see failures quite often. So with that being said, the Ranger Tremor does come with Fox shocks, piggyback shocks in the rear. It only provides like 0.8 inches of lift in the front, which technically isn't the greatest. TFL Truck mentioned that the Tremor also provides like a slightly wider fender and rear bedside. I don't really see that. To me, it still looks like a stock bedside. It still looks like a stock front fender. The wheels look a little bit better than most of the stock wheels that are available on the Ranger now, currently. The Sport Package wheels still look pretty good. This one looks more Raptor-esque to me. The suede and leather on the Ranger Tremor package looks really nice to me. The aux switches also look like they're really... The aux switches also kind of mimic kind of a Raptor-esque type option, except it's not on the overhead lighting, which I believe is on the Gen 2 Raptors, and I think the Gen 1s. Just honestly, I think there would have been a better way than to take away that cubby hole on the Ranger console, because I think the Ranger console could still use that little cubby hole. Like with mine, I have a Built Right Industries bracket system that I can put RAM mounts and stuff on. I wouldn't want to lose that. Now the good thing is, if you are a current Ranger owner and you are looking at picking up from the dealership that aux switch panel, and I'm assuming there's going to be a wiring, be like a box under the hood that has everything organized. Hopefully you can just kind of put that in your XLT or your current Lariat and utilize those aux switches in there if you want to get rid of your cubby hole. More than likely, I'm probably not going to get rid of mine. I'm probably going to get an S-Pod system. So outside of that, you know, if let's say you're looking at a $40,000 Ranger Tremor package, right? A Lariat, I believe, is going to cost a lot more. If you're getting a Lariat Tremor, it's probably going to be close to $50,000. But if you think about it, the TRD Pro is pretty much a $50,000 truck with a V6, an outdated V6 with a transmission that's kind of lacking. It's always hunting gears. And now, don't get me wrong, if you're a Tacoma owner and you're watching my video, I think the Gen 3 Tacomas are really sweet trucks. They look really good. I just wish Toyota would have updated the transmissions and the motors with whatever reliability, you know, that they offer. I think they would sell a lot more. They would take over the market. But with the ZR2, the Rangers, everything coming out, there's a lot of competition, and I think in the past 10 to 15 years, imports have really kind of lacked in the ingenuity department. They're really resting on the laurels of reliability, right? And I think domestic reliability has come a long way from like the early 2000s, and I don't think it really applies much as it used to as far as reliability goes. I don't think reliability should be an excuse for not engineering and doing new exciting things, because if you don't do new exciting things, you're gonna end up like Nissan, you're gonna end up like Mitsubishi, just really boring vehicles that don't really push the limits of what they can do. as far as making the market better, right? I think competition really breeds a lot of ingenuity, but Toyota's not doing that, right? In the looks department, they look absolutely fantastic. I've always felt like the stock Ranger could have used better looks, but I understand the reasoning. You know, the T6 platform and the Mazda BT50 platform, which mimic the T6 platform over here now. I think I understand why Ford decided to introduce the midsize that's been proven capable in other countries here in the US market. So I get it, right? But I think the next 5 to 10 years is going to be an interesting time for midsize customers, future Bronco customers. I think it's going to be a real exciting time because I think with Ford and Chevy and hopefully Toyota kind of pushing limits of, you know, bringing new things to the market, you know, like the Tacoma, the Gen 3 TRD Pro, the new one for like 2020, 2021, comes with trail cameras, even though the trail cameras are really kind of lacking in the quality department. It looks like old Android video. I think doing things, if they kind of just tweak a few things, put newer stuff into their trucks, I think they can grab hold of the market pretty strongly. But if you do talk to Toyota owners, they are very passionate about their rigs. They do hold strongly to the reliability standpoint, and yeah, they are very reliable. But just because something is reliable doesn't mean that you should be spending $50,000 on a truck with rear drum brakes. So those are my thoughts on the Ranger Tremor. It's not an exciting announcement like a Ranger Raptor that's coming to the US, but I think it's good enough, right? Like, I think for that $40,000 price point, I think it does provide quite another great option for someone that's considering a Ranger and considering a Ranger pretty soon, within the next year, instead of a Bronco. I think the Tremor is going to be an excellent option to look at, especially if you can snag one for the $40,000 mark. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. We organized the garage. It's a lot cleaner than it used to be. It's a lot cleaner than it was in my last video. So with that being said, I've got an order for 2 new Roam boxes coming in the mail. I got a 160 liter, which I haven't seen any videos on the 160 liter, and I've got an 83 liter slim top that's going to be mounted on top of the roof rack later tonight on the Ranger. So I'm going to do a video on that probably later tonight. It'll go out later this week. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment what you guys think about the Ranger Tremor, and see you in the next video. Bye.